Hey guys, what's happening? This is Yankee Down Under here, coming at you with another Marvel Champions gameplay episode. Today we're going to do something a bit different. Um, so I was listening to Marvel Champions monthly podcast. It's a great podcast if you're sure to check it out. And they were discussing a solo Champions League, which sounded really interesting. So I decided to check it out. It's on Discord. I'll also leave a description on it. The link for it on the description below. And so pretty much. It's a league, and what they do is that they randomly select heroes and aspects for you to choose, and they randomly select the villain, and you play 3 times, and they calculate the score by how many rounds you play, if you defeat the villain, what stage number the villain's on, how much scheme you have left, hit points, and so it's pretty interesting. So I decided to check it out. I played one game and I won. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna video the second game that I'm having. So I've chosen Captain America with the aggression aspect, going up against Green Goblin with the risky business with Weapon Master. So we'll go ahead and talk about Norman Osborn here. He has 2 scheme. And when he attacks, he's a force interrupt. So whenever he attacks, you're going to place an infamy counter on the criminal enterprise instead. And he has an interrupt that when Norman Osborn would take any amount of damage, you're going to remove that many infamy counters from the criminal enterprise. So pretty much in this scenario here, Norman Osborn will flip between Norman Osborn and becoming the Green Goblin, depending on once you remove all the tokens off the criminal enterprise. So we're going to use Norman Osborn 1 and 2 because we're playing standard. Risky business, which is the scenario, the standard counter sets, and one modular counter set. So we recommend the Goblin gimmicks, but like I said, they've chosen Weapon Master for this scenario. So the setup is that we're going to put the criminal enterprise environment into play, and we're going to shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. So as you can see, we already had the criminal enterprise in play here. So we'll go ahead and we place 2 infamy counters per person on there, and then we will go ahead and shuffle the encounter deck. And as for Steve Rogers, Captain America, he has 3 recovery. He's a shield soldier. He has a hand size of 6 for 11 hit points. And he's a living legend, so you get to reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1. So long as you're in alter ego mode. And the setup is that we're going to search the deck in the discard pile for Captain America's shield upgrade, and you're going to add to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So like I said, I'm playing with Captain American Aggression. I'll leave a link for the deck list in the description below as well. Pretty much the gist is that Steve Rogers is going to be dual wielding his shield along with Yarnborn. It's a pretty good set. It's a pretty good combo. I like it. It's pretty effective since you don't have to worry about exhausting his shield. You can just exhaust Yarnborn if you're using the mean swing. And of course, I have mean swing in this deck as well. All right, so that's all shuffled up. We got Cap's decks all shuffled up here. And Norman's going to have 14 hit points. So the setup, we've got Emperor in play. We shuffle the entire deck, so we'll advance to stage 1B. So hostile takeover. Norman Osborn is holding the board meeting, planning to take over branch of Stark Industries. It has a threat threshold of 7, so once it hits 7, the scheme will advance. It comes with 2 threat per player. It will advance by 1 at the beginning of the villain phase, and when it's completed, you're going to place 1 infamy counter per person on the criminal enterprise, and then discard 1 card from each player's deck for each infamy counter on the criminal enterprise. So we'll go ahead and we'll do our hand the size of 6. And we'll see what we get here. So we get Endurance, Power of Aggression, Mean Swing, Quick Carrier, Heroic Strike, and Energy. We'll go ahead and discard Endurance. Actually, no, we'll discard Power of Aggression. Then we'll flip over to get Into the Fray. So that will be our starting hand. And then we get the trigger of the setup. So we search the deck in the discard pile for Captain America Shield. And then we're going to add it to our hand, and then we shuffle the deck. There's a shield. So as you see, I got two counters here. So I got one that's tracking his points, and I have this other counter here which is tracking the rounds. So I'm gonna see if I can beat my last time. It took me 9 rounds to defeat Green Goblin. So we'll see how we do this time. So we'll go ahead and we'll spend 1 for Cap Shield, and we'll spend 3 for Queen Carrier. So Cap Shield is a 1-cost upgrade. It's restricted, so we get 2 restricted cards per player. And Cap gets +1 defense, and he also gets Retaliate 1. So whenever we get attacked, we're going to deal damage back. And the Queen Carrier is a 3-cost support. We play as Avenger vehicle. Only if you play. Oh wait, another Avenger trait. So we got flip over the Cap. So now we can play it. So now we're Avenger trait. So you can play only if he has Avenger trait. And then we exhaust Queen Carrier to generate a wild resource. So we'll exhaust that for 1 resource to play Endurance, which is a 1-cost upgrade. It gives us +3 hit points. So we're up to 14. We'll go ahead and thwart for 2, bringing it down to 0. And Cap has 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. He's an Avenger soldier. And he has an ability called I Can Do This All Day. So it's an action. You discard 1 card from your hand to ready Captain America, limit once per round. I don't want to flip more of the Green Goblin just yet, so I won't trigger that. So I'll go ahead and end my turn. And then so we'll draw 4 cards because he has a hand size of 5. So we'll get Agent 13, a shield block, another shield toss, a team building exercise. So we'll go ahead and advance the scheme by 1. Since he attacks, he's Norman Osborn, so he'll get 1 on Criminal Enterprise, bringing it up to 3. Let's bring this over here. And then for our counter card, we'll take Gang Up. So the villain each minion engaged with you attacks you. There's nothing that he's going to attack, so he'll get another 1 on Criminal Enterprise, bringing it up to 4. So round 2. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Team Building Exercise. So it's a 2-cost support. So we exhaust Team Building Exercise to play a card from our hand that share a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. And then let's go ahead and swing for 2. Bringing Criminal Enterprise down to 2. And then we will end our turn there. And so we'll draw into Steve's Apartment, Nick Fury, and a Dropkick. So we'll go ahead and advance the scheme by 1. Norman, of course, he'll attack, so we'll get 1 on Criminal Enterprise, bringing it to 3. And then the encounter card is caught off guard. So when revealed, discard and upgrade or support you control. If no cards have been discarded this way, this card gains surge. We'll go ahead and get rid of Team Building Exercise then. Round 3. Let's trigger that to put Steve's Apartment in. It's a 1-cost upgrade. It's a location as an alter ego action. So we exhaust Steve's Apartment to draw 1 card and heal 1 damage from Steve Rogers. And then let's spend 3. Put Agent 13 to play. She's a 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 3 hit points. She's shield, and after response, after 13 agent play, remove 2 threat from the scheme. So that's down to 0. She'll punch for 1. Bringing that down to 2. And then we will turn there. So we'll draw into Relentless Assault, into the fray. Jane Foster 4, Heroic Strike, and a Super Soldier Serum. Let's go to 1. You want to attack, so this gets 1 on Criminal Enterprise down to 3. And then we get the counter card. So Private Security Specialist, he's a 0 scheme, 1 attack minion, 4 hit points, and he has guard. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2 for Super Soldier Serum. It's a 2 cost upgrade, so we can exhaust Super Soldier Serum to generate a physical resource. We'll do 1, 2 to play Relentless Assault. It's a 2 cost event. It's a hero attack action, so you can't be stunned to use this. You deal 5 damage to a minion if you pay for this card using a physical resource, which we did using Super Soldier Serum. This attack gains overkill, so excess damage will spill over to the villain. So there's 4 there. 1 goes down to 2. And I don't know if I want to flip yet. Yeah, why not? We'll try to flip over. So we'll take the 2 off of this, causing Norman Osborn to go into a state of madness, which will flip over to the Green Goblin. So he has, so 1 reveal, we're going to deal 3 direct damage to each player in hero form. So we've got 3. So Agent 13 will take 1. We'll take the other 2. We should be around 4. So we're down to 12. And he's skiing, so when he would scheme, you're going to remove a madness from account for state of madness, and he has 3 attack. That will end our turn there. So we will draw Martial Prowess, a Mean Swing, Downtime, and Mockingbird. So let's advance by 1. He'll attack for 3. Let's block with Agent 13. So we'll do 3. And then we get a boost to place 1 infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. If we cannot, we're going to remove 1 madness counter for State of Madness. So 1 goes away. Agent 13 takes the hit. So she's gone. And we'll get an encounter card, giving us another Private Security Specialist. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put Jane Foster Thorburn. She's a 4-cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack. She's an Asgard Avenger, 4 hit points, and has a response after you play Thor from your hand. Deal 2 damage to the villain, 3 damage instead. If you pay for this card using a physical resource, which we did, and it's not attack, so it'll bypass guard. So he'll get 3 damage, putting down to 11. And then let's scheme. Well, let's see. He'll scheme, and then he's going to go back. And we'll just do the 2 on the security specialist there. Ready back up. Oh, she can attack, so we'll take out the super. Actually, we'll do this. She does 2, and then the other 2. So the security specialist is gone. There we go. And then Should I? Yeah, why not? We'll discard Martial Prowess to ready back up to use. I can do this all day, and then we'll swing on Green Goblin, putting down the 9. That'll end our turn there. And so we will draw back up. So we'll get a shield toss, a shield block, relentless assault, and lying in wait. So this will go to 3. Goblin will attack. We will defend. So we will have a defense of 3, and we'll get retaliate because of the shield. So 3, 6. So we'll take 3 damage. Down to 9. And then deal 1 back to Green Goblin. It's down to 8. Counter card. Mad Genius will reveal that as Green Goblin. Green Goblin is going to attack the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. If no attack was made this way, this card is going to be a surge. So he will attack us for another 3. Down to 6. For the retaliate. Puts him down to 7. Let's go ahead. Let's be round 5. Start with Relentless Assault so we can ready back up. Then we'll do 1 for lying in wait. So it's a 1 cost upgrade. Max 1 per player. Hero responses an attack. After a minion engages with you, you discard lying in wait to deal 3 damage to that minion. And then let's do 1, 2, 3. Put Mockingbird in play. She's a 3 cost ally. 1 for 1 attack, 3 hit points. She's a shield spy. After Mockingbird is played, you're going to stun an enemy. So Green Goblin is now stunned. Jane Foster Thor will attack for 2. Put him down to 5. Mockingbird will thwart for 1. Putting that down to 2. And then we'll swing again for another 2. Putting down to 3. We'll end our turn there. And then we'll draw Fierce Determination. Yarnborn, Genius, Power on all of us, and Avengers Mansion. Now this will go to 3. He's stunned, so no attack's going to happen. And counter card. So she got damage there. So all in a day's work. So one reveal, place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. If you cannot, you're going to move 2 madness counters from State of Madness. So he's calm, and he will flip back over. It's good old Norman Osborn. That's for our turn. We'll go ahead and do Power of All of Us. Max 2 per deck. You're going to double the number of resources this card generates by paying for a basic card. So there's 2. Genius is 2 is 4. So we'll put Avengers Mansion in play. It's a 4 cost support. Max 1 per player. Exhaust Avengers Mansion and choose a player to draw a card. We'll exhaust Avengers Mansion to put in the Moment of Triumph. We'll exhaust the Queen Carrier to put Yarnborn into play. So Yarnborn's a 1 cost upgrade. Max 2 restricted cards per player. So we got Yarnborn's is the restricted, Cap Shield is the other restricted, and that has a response after a hero attacks an enemy. Spend a physical resource to deal 2 damage to an enemy. And I believe we're on round 6. So we'll go ahead and work for 2. Actually, we'll spend Food's Determination. 0 cost event, hero action. Captain America gets +1 important to the end of the phase and draw a card, so we'll 4 for 2. That makes it 3. To put that down to 0, we get to draw a card, giving us another Food's Determination. Jane Foster Thor will spin for 2. Flipping it back over, 3 indirect damage. So she takes the damage from an attack. She can't take one because that'll kill her off. So Mockingbird will take 1. We'll take the other 2, putting this down to 4. We'll discard Field Determination to ready Cat back up. Swing for another 2, putting the Goblin down to 1. I'm not going to trigger Yarmore because that's going to make him go over, and he's going to do a 4 indirect damage. It's going to kill me off, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn there. And then we'll draw up for a drop kick, a superhero soldier, Cap's helmet, and a heroic strike. So this is going to 1. Goblin will attack for 3. We'll block a Mockingbird. So it goes 3, 4. Mockingbird's gone. Counter card. Man out of time. Cap's obligation. So get the Steve Rogers player. You're gonna flip for alter ego, and then choose either exhaust Steve Rogers, remove the man out of time from the game, or discard half the cards in your hand, round it down, discard his obligation. Now let's go ahead and just flip mode. We need to heal anyway. So that's out of the game. All right, so it's our go. Now we're up to round 7. Let's go ahead and draw Avengers Mansion. Giving us a strength. We're getting the counter card to protect ourselves. There's also Seeds Apartment to go 1 to 5 and then draw a card or a drop kick. That should be raised up. So we'll pay 1, 2 for Super Soldier Serum. This is like that. Let's put in Cat's helmet. So Cat's helmet is a 1 color slug graze, has an interrupt, so when Captain America will be defeated, you're going to set his point dial to 1 instead. And then discard this card. Then let's go ahead and attack the Goblin with Jane Foster Thor to deal 2 damage. So that will be down to 0. She'll take 1. Go to Green Goblin version 2. So he has 4 attack, 18 hit points. And we'll reveal deal 4 indirect damage to each player. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I thought it was going to be in the hero form, so no, let's not going to do that. What is that, my turn? My hand size is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 to 13. 6. Let's go up 1. Green Goblin will scheme, so that goes away. We've got a second encounter card. So our first encounter card is advanced. So villain schemes. If you're not going to scheme, we'll take one off of State of Madness. He goes back to being plain old Norman Osborn. And then our second one is a hired gun. It's a 2 scheme, 2 attack, meaning 3 hit points. When revealed, choose to either give the villain 1 face down loose card or place 2 infinite counters on Criminal Enterprise. Let's go ahead and just put the 2 on there, putting up the 4. Can't trigger Lion Wait because I'm Ultra Ego, so I can't trigger that. So the stage 8. These should be ready back up. And we'll trigger Steve's apartment to draw a card. Here 1 to 6. Let's go ahead and recover the 3. Putting this up to 9. Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Pretty much a shield block. And let's go ahead and flip over. Let's do Super Soldier Serum and the Quinn Carrier to put in Relentless Assault. So we'll deal 5 damage to a minion, and then 2 will carry over because we spent physical resource, so it's 3. 2 carries over, putting that down to 2. Let's go ahead and swing with Thor. So make him flip over. So deal 300 damage to each player in hero form. She'll take a shield attack for 1, so she gets 1. So I'm going to play a shield block. So exhaust cap shield, prevent all damage from that. So it kind of messed up. I should have played 15 in over. Still in hero mode, that's fine. Let's go 2, 3, put Agent 13 in. So remove 2 threat from the scheme. She'll do 1, putting that down to 0. Yeah, next one go over Green Goblin 2. Deal 4 direct damage to each player. She'll take 2. I'll take 2. And then he has 18 hit points. One, okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 for heroic strike. 3 cost event. It's an attack. A hero action deals 6 damage to an enemy if you pay for this card using a physical resource, which you did with the Super Soldier Serum by stun an enemy. So that puts him up to 12. And you stun. And then we will end our turn there. And we'll draw downtime to go and exercise. Powerful prowess, main swing, heroic strike, get into the fray. These guys get to bring you back up. So that should take 3. This should only be 2. So I can take another one, so that's down to 6. Alright, so that goes 1. Can't attack because he's stunned. Then we'll get Oscorp Manufacturing Side Scheme. Comes in with 2 threat. If it was Norman Osborn, he will get an additional. So when he gets 2 threat, when it accelerates, so the main the main scheme will go up by 1 next round. This is still in play. So let's do this. Let's go Jane Foster Thor for a swing for 2. Putting it down to 10. She's gone. Agent 13 was skating for 2, getting rid of that. That's gone. So is she. Let's draw Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. Power regression. Let's go 1, 2, 3 for Heroic Strike. So deal 6 damage to enemy and pay for this card using a physical resource, which we did. Stun the enemy. So he's down to 4. And then he's stunned. And then let's use the Super Soldier Serum to trigger Yarnborn. So after a hero attacks an enemy, which we did, because that's a hero action as an attack, so let's spend a physical resource. We should do a Super Soldier to do damage to enemy. So he's down to 2. And let's go ahead and attack for 2. Put it down to 0. And that's game. So let's go ahead and log this game in. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with this league. What's my bookmarks? Solo Champions League. So, kind of hard to see this. So we'll go to submit results. Let's see my username on here yet because I do join the Discord. Oh, still not added yet. So we'll go ahead and add new user. So use cap aggression. We won. 8 turns. Fill the stage is 2. Villain and minion hit point at any game 0 because there are no minions. Main scheme stage at any game 1. Total threat on all schemes at any game 1. Hero and ally hit points at any game 6. And that's that. So I got one more game to go. Anyway, so like I said, I'll put a description. I'll put a link in the description below for that league if anyone's interested. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and also hit that share button to spread the word on this new Marvel Champions channel. Other than that, take care, and I will see you guys later.